friends, it's Emma coming to you from the Heartfelt Creations Crafting Studio. Today I'm back to share with you how you can create those beautiful, one-of-a-kind little perfect posies that are beautiful for any of those small spaces on a card that you're like, okay, what do I fit in here? Or you can also easily blend these in with larger flowers. So join me and we'll learn how to create these magical little perfect posies the easy way. So whether you've been stuck in a creative rut or you just love to create flowers the easy way, join me. We'll learn some fun, creative ways to learn how to create these beautiful, perfect posies. So to get started, I'll show you which stamp and die set these come from. I love the sizes of these. So this is one of our smaller sizes. I'm just going to pull one of these out. So this is what I do, is I just create a bunch of one size in one color, so I can just clip off of this and use it as needed. And you'll see me doing that later on when we finish this up in a card. So to get started, we're going to be using the Perfect Posies stamp set. In this stamp set, you get all the different sizes of flowers I just showed you, plus the leaves. These leaves are gorgeous when you shape them with a shaping mold. This is the die that cuts them out, and then this is your shaping mold that shapes it for you, so you get that beautiful dimension every single time, just like I do. So when you get started today, I am using the Vibrant Fuchsia Archival ink. And we're gonna color this. So if you have never done this before and you're like, oh my gosh, how do you get started? All I did is stamped one of the sizes. There's 5 that stamp with this size, and just stamped it with the Vibrant Fuchsia, and then I'm just going over it really quickly with the Vibrant Fuchsia ink before we cut it out. So once you're finished with that, you can go ahead, just lay your die on top and line that up. Once that's lined up, you're going to run that through your machine and die cut that out, which is what I'm going to do. While that's going through the machine, I'll show you some samples of where we tucked in this beautiful flower, so you can see how you can really beautifully add this to your projects the easy way. So today we're doing a card similar to this one. It's a different size, a little bit different style. And then you'll learn how to just add those flowers very quickly and easily. Oh, excuse me. It's not often that I have to sneeze while I'm on doing a Facebook video. So hey, you are here for catching everything, right? Okay, so if you're just joining me, introduce yourselves. Don't be shy. Let me know where you're watching from, and let's have a lot of fun together. So once you've created those flowers, see, here's like a little altered bird project. So you can do that as well. And you can just do some fun things and fun projects with it. So to get started, you remember I said something about the shaping mold. If you've never used the shaping mold, you can see how these leaves are shaped already. So you can put the leaves stamp side up or down. Today I am going to put these flowers stamped side down. And you can see how those shape it. So you can just lay those on top. You can do all of them. I'm just going to do 3 today. But then you can do a light mist over the top. So we'll just put the lid over these and we'll run that through the machine. For my machine, I just used 2 of the clear plates. If you don't know how to run this through your machine, just let us know and we'll be able to help you with that. So we'll run that through and I'll show you some more beautiful samples. So this flower is beautiful on cardstock, or you can even do it on vellum. You'll see it clustered here. Do you see it with the beautiful little kitties? Now the great thing about this is if you don't have this flower stamp die or mold yet, this is one of the stamps that is actually on the retired list. It's always hard to know which ones to say bye-bye to, but we say bye-bye to stamps and dies each year so we can make room for new ones. Do you see how that is just beautifully shaped? Let's just pop this out and then I'll hold that up again so you can see that I have that all shaped. I don't have to do anything else with it. It's ready to go. So I'll just pop this onto my hand and you can see that beautiful dimension. See that? It's amazing how dimensional, how much shape is in there. You'll see the leaf is really beautiful, has that dimension in it as well. But this is the Perfect Posies. That is in our retired section, so if you don't have it yet, make sure to grab those. What does retired mean? That means once it is gone, it's gone forever. We also have a special savings on it, so you will save 50% on any of the stamps, dies, or molds that I'm showing today. So if you don't have it yet, now's your chance to grab it before it's gone forever, and you'll also get a special savings with that. So just pop a hole in the middle if you want to add a stamen. And this is the fun part. I love to embellish it. I'm using a bright stamen in medium. I'm just going to use one since this flower is small. This is one of the threaded ones. All you have to do is just take that little stamen, put just a little bit of your hot glue on there, just a teeny tiny bit, just enough so that it sticks at the base. And then you'll just pull that through, and just like that, that flower is done. How pretty is that? That is just a very simple yet elegant flower. You could even make this into like a mini poinsettia for Christmas if you wanted to do something super teeny tiny, which I feel is very beautiful. It's so fun, whether you're a beginner or an advanced crafter. Once that's done, I wanted to show you before I move on to creating the finished card and how to layer this. I wanted to show you how you can glitter this. So all you have to do is get your crystal clear. This really makes it look like an elegant sugar-coated candy encrusted flower. This has a very luxe kind of glitter effect. It has a little bit more of a chunky feel to it. I'm using a yellow Hydra sponge. Just put a little bit of glue on the top of that. And then once that's done, just go over that flower. Everything is, I also go over the pearl, so that kind of covers the pearl with glitter, kind of tones down the color in the center if you want that. Just dip that into your little glitter jar and just look at how pretty that flower is. I just love how that just turns out. So it's all glittery, and you can do that as many times as you want. Now, if you use a flower stamen that has a wire on it, you can cluster them together, just twist them together so that they're ready to use when you are creating a card. So these are all flowers that I've already done in different colors, and they're ready to pair on a card. So when you go to create a card, you have all those flowers already done, you're ready to add them. So this paper and card I'm creating is from the Perfect Posies paper collection. Once again, just remember anything I'm showing you today is in the retired section, so you save 50% up to 50% on these, and once they're gone, they're gone. So if you are one of those crafters that has been that does not have this yet, make sure to get it. I don't want you to be one of those crafters that comes back and says, oh my goodness, I saw that, but I didn't take action and now I can't find it. So we have this piece. I just cut one of the pieces from the Perfect Posies, and I used the Floor Border Basics die and cut down the strip in the center. This has a right and a left. This is just a beautiful die that you can really quickly add. It's also the one that I used for the card I showed you earlier to cut this piece. So this is a 6x6 card. This is an A2 size card, which is your 5.5 by 4.25. So this is another piece that comes from that. So all you have to do is just glue this in. So we're just going to go ahead and add a line of glue around this base. So if this is a die that you like, if we still have this one in stock, this one is also a die that is retiring. So I'm not sure on the stock levels of this one though. We might be out of this one, but you can double check. So with this, I'm just going to raise this up, and then we'll show you how we cluster up our flowers down. Now you'll notice that extends a little bit over the edge. That is okay. We can clip that down once we have that glued down to the card base. So you're going to go ahead and just layer this on top, and then you can always go back and you can just trim off what you need to. So in this case, I'll just make that even with that purple edge. So we'll do that on both sides. And that is very easy to do, to add that beautiful, quick, one-of-a-kind kind of accent to your card that adds a little bit more interest, but is very simple. So you could just add a quick thank you, thinking of you, all that fun stuff in there. I'm just going to leave it blank today since I don't know who I'm going to give this to yet. So then you can start by clipping off flowers. So I'm going to take one of my larger flowers, just clip this one off, and we'll start popping it in. And I'll cluster this down in a way that I can still add sentiments more in this section down here. So keeping that in mind, you could also just add a tag that it comes from the Perfect Posies that has a sentiment on it. So we will start with adding the flower, and then we'll start with the leaves. So as we're doing this, just keep in mind that this is a flower that is more of a flower that you can use for any occasion. So whether you're making Christmas cards, get well, thinking of you, happy birthday, you can make these flowers any color, any style, but when you're shaping them with that mold, you get that beautiful one-of-a-kind shape every single time. So I'm just going to go ahead and clip a couple more flowers. I think we're going to do some more in the purples. So I'm just going to clip these off a little bit, and we'll do about, let's see, we have 4 of this size, and we might do 1 more in this size. So we have a total of 5 flowers. So we're going to go ahead and glue this one down next. So I'll just bring this one in a little bit in here. And you can just continue to add these flowers and leaves like you prefer. And if you're not sure where you want to place them, you can always place them down in advance and then take a picture and then just rearrange it again exactly how you had done it. If that is helpful and you're not confident yet in positioning of flowers. Like for me, you are just seeing me just lay this down. I'm just gluing and laying it down. But that comes from, you know, lots of experience and practice. So when you're doing it at home and you aren't familiar with that, just make sure that you can lay it down, take a picture, and then you can lay it down again how you had done it. So we have 4 in there, and I will do 1 more. I like to work with odd numbers for positioning. And so let's see. We might just do, let's see, we'll hold that. Yep, we'll put 1 more in there, and then maybe 1 more leaf, and that will be good to go. So we will add 1 more leaf here on the side. So somewhere in here, and then I would probably pop in like a little tag that fits my occasion, like right in this section, especially since I have a little glue strand there. You could pick that off, or you know, so if you have something like that happen, that's totally okay. You can always cover that with one of the tags from the paper collection, just stamp your sentiment on it and so forth. So that is a quick and easy way to create those one-of-a-kind cards with the perfect posy flowers. Now, if you don't have this one yet, I highly encourage you to get yours right away, because this is on the retired list, which means those move very quickly, and you don't want to miss out on those being gone forever. Plus, you get special pricing on those today as well, and while they are in the limited edition section. So we'll add the links below, or you can go to heartfeltcreations.us, click on the shop button, select the limited editions, and you'll see all the different ones. In fact, all these gorgeous little kitties are in that section as well. So if you love those playful little kitties, this is your chance to get them before they're gone forever. So those kitties that are in there, actually, speaking of those, we'll show you the stamps and dies. So we have the Perfect Playdate. That has a couple of the different kitties in it. In fact, if you want to see more samples with these, just type the name of the stamp or die that you have. Click on the image when it pops up, and you'll see video links and inspiration on any item that you currently have. This one's Purring and Playful, which has another flower spray and some beautiful kitty border and the sleeping kitty in there. And then we have Playful Miss Kitty, which is the one with the hat, the balloons, and one with a flower arch over it, and then the little kitty paw. So lots of ways that you can really use these flowers very quickly and easily for any occasion. And just remember, these pair beautifully with some of those larger flowers. You know, when you're wanting to do more of a pattern where you can see like you want different shapes and sizes, this is a great, what I call a filler flower. And here you can see that birdhouse once again. If you have like a little kind of an altar project you want to do, you could do this like with ornaments and fun things like that. So hopefully this inspires you to create your next one-of-a-kind project. Maybe you've been stuck in a creative rut and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do next. Creating some flowers, I oftentimes find, just helps me be inspired and get started on that next creative project. Thank you so much for joining me today and for being part of the Heartfelt Creations crafting family. If you don't have these yet, we'll add the link below for quick and easy ordering. You'll save up to 50% on our retired items. Have fun shopping and creating. We'll see you next time. Bye.